Welcome back to Apex Sci-Fi. Time is a predator. Usually, it hunts you slowly day by day. But near a black hole, time is a hungry beast. It slows down for you while the rest of the galaxy moves at full speed. A minute spent near the edge of the void can mean a decade has passed for everyone you know. Most pilots stay far away from singularities. They call them the graveyards of the brave. But Voss does not have a family waiting for him. He does not have a home to go back to. For him, time is just another variable to manage. The mission is a political nightmare. A diplomatic vessel named the Unity was carrying peace negotiators when its engines failed. Now, it is caught in the gravity well of the Eye of Silence, one of the largest black holes in the sector. The ship is sitting right on the edge of the event horizon. If it slips an inch further, it is gone forever. Voss sits in the cockpit of the Revenant Star. The ship is trembling. Even at this distance, the gravity is trying to pull the rivets out of the hull. Outside the canopy, the stars are distorted, stretched into long, thin lines of light. The black hole itself is a terrifying circle of absolute darkness, surrounded by a ring of fire that glows like a dying god. Voss checks his visor. The orange clock is ticking. For every 60 seconds he spends down there, 5 years will pass in the galaxy outside. "I'm going in," Voss says. He does not wait for a reply. He dives. The Revenant Star screams as it enters the high-gravity zone. The ship is built for speed, but this is a different kind of pressure. The gravity is trying to turn the ship into a flat pancake. Voss has to keep the engines at 90% just to stay in a stable orbit. He is fighting the urge of the universe to swallow him whole. He finds the Unity. The white diplomatic ship is a wreck. Its hull is buckled and crushed by the tidal forces. It is drifting toward the dark center, moving slow and heavy. Voss lines up the Revenant Star. He has to get close enough to fire the magnetic harpoons, but if he gets too close, the two ships will collide and sink into the void together. He uses the lateral thrusters to drift sideways, matching the rotation of the dying ship. The orange data on his visor is flashing red. He has been in the well for 3 minutes. 15 years are already gone. His friends are older. His enemies are dead. The galaxy has moved on without him. Vane locks the target. He fires the harpoons. The metal cables snap tight, connecting the two ships. The sudden jerk almost tears the Revenant Star in half. The Unity is heavy, filled with the weight of gravity and the weight of the souls on board. Voss hammers the main thrusters. Nothing happens. The Revenant Star is hovering on the edge. The engines are pushing with everything they have, but the black hole is pulling harder. The ship is standing still in the fire. Voss does not panic. He looks at the swirling disk of gold light around the hole. He needs a boost. He needs to use the gravity to his advantage. He does not pull away from the black hole. He dives deeper. He steers the ship toward the center of the well, letting the gravity pull both ships into a terrifying high-speed dive. The speed builds. Mach 20. Mach 30. He is skimming the very edge of the abyss. Now, Voss roars. He hits the drift drive. The Revenant Star skips through the fabric of space, using the massive kinetic energy of the dive to whip around the singularity. It is a slingshot maneuver at the speed of light. The G-force hits Voss like a hammer. His vision goes black at the edges. His lungs feel like they are collapsing. But he keeps his hands on the yoke. He pulls the Revenant Star away from the darkness, dragging the Unity behind him like a kite in a hurricane. The vacuum of normal space hits them with a silent shock. The black hole is behind them now, a distant, hungry eye. Voss checks his clock. He was in the well for 7 minutes. 35 years have passed. He looks at the Unity. The airlocks are opening. The diplomats are safe. They will go home to a galaxy that is 35 years older than the one they left. They will find their children are grown and their world is changed. Voss does not wait for a thank you. He detaches the cables and sets a course for the nearest refueling station. He checks the news feed. The wars he knew are over. The political leaders he worked for are ancient history. He is a man out of time, a ghost from the past flying a ship into the future. He leans back and watches the orange data scroll across his visor. He does not mind the lost years. In the cockpit of the Revenant Star, the only time that matters is the next second. This has been Apex Sci-Fi. The void has no mercy, but the pilot has no fear. If you felt the weight of those lost years, hit that like button. Comment below. If you could jump 35 years into the future, would you do it? Subscribe for the next delivery, The Silent Wing. The Revenant Star is back in the black. The clock is resetting.